Most millionaires don't look rich. They skip lattes, reuse clothes, and drive the same car for years.
Why?
Not because they have to, but because they know something we don't. This is the secret life of stealth wealth. This isn't just a video about frugal living or financial freedom. It's about financial freedom rooted in stealth wealth and downsizing to save money that's rewriting the rules of modern millionaire behavior. Around the world, many millionaires choose simple lives. They save, reuse, and think twice before buying anything new. Why would people with so much money live like this? In this video, we'll explore the surprising reasons behind these choices and discover how the brain rewards saving over spending. The answers may change how you think about wealth and what it really means to be rich. Number 1, don't spend emotionally, spend with purpose. Frugality is not about counting pennies or being sad. It's about spending on purpose. Many people confuse frugality with misery or self-denial, but that's far from the truth. A recent article from New Trader U explains that frugal millionaires don't hoard cash. They invest the money they don't spend on cars or fancy dinners. They use each saved dollar as fuel for future growth. Another source reminds us of the millionaire next door. Most millionaires quietly live below their means, preferring financial freedom over flashy lifestyles. This approach is what we call value-driven frugality. It's about aligning spending with what truly matters, investing in health, giving back, or securing the future, rather than buying the latest gadgets. It's not being cheap, it's strategic. Millionaires think, will this purchase earn more money later? That shift in mindset, prioritizing long-term gains over trivial luxuries, is at the heart of financial minimalism and a powerful mindset of savings. Meet Tom, the purpose-driven saver who lives in Berlin. He's the founder of a successful tech startup and is worth over 2 million euros. But you'd never guess it by looking at him. Instead of driving a fancy car, Tom rides a bicycle, an electric one he bought for 10,000 euros. That's right, 10 grand for a bike. But for Tom, it's not about saving every cent. It's about choosing what adds real value. Tom says the bike gives him freedom. He skips traffic, stays fit, and feels good about helping the planet. To him, that's worth more than a luxury car. His spending is intentional, not emotional. This is what behavioral finance experts call long-term thinking. Tom avoids short-term pleasure, like showing off a new car, for something that fits his deeper goals. He values autonomy, health, and identity over status. Tom's approach reflects a new kind of financial independence, one that fights lifestyle inflation by choosing minimalist joy over luxury stress. It's the kind of financial behavior that builds lasting wealth and peace of mind. But this is just one angle. What really drives people like him to think this way? Let's explore the psychology behind frugal decisions. Number 2, they don't spend for status. They spend for self. Behind frugal millionaire habits are powerful emotional triggers and mental models. Scarcity versus abundance. Feeling short on time or resources makes people impulsive, but many wealthy savers see frugality as abundance, a path to choice, freedom, and control. Studies show scarcity raises risk aversion and short-term thinking. Delayed gratification. Choosing a bigger reward later instead of a quick, small one helps build self-control. The famous marshmallow study, where children waited for a better treat, connects to adult finance. Those who delay tend to save, invest, and build wealth. Self-determination. Frugality can reflect who we choose to be, resourceful, in control, and true to our values. Self-determined spending is identity in action, frugality not as sacrifice, but as self-expression. Meet Sarah, a real estate investor in Toronto. She cooks all her meals, not because she must, but because it matches her view of herself. Smart with money, independent, and creative. Cooking is not just a way to eat, it's a message she sends to herself every day. These mental models shape how frugal rich people think. They turn finance into wealth psychology, using these frames to build lasting habits and genuine freedom. Now that we understand the mindset, what's actually happening inside the brain? Let's look at how neuroscience explains why some people save while others spend. Raj lives in Melbourne. He's a software mogul worth over $10 million. But he still drives his old Toyota, wears simple clothes, and lives in the same house he bought 15 years ago. To most people, Raj doesn't look rich, but he's quietly changing lives. Each year, Raj gives away nearly half his income to local charities, education funds, mental health centers, and refugee programs. No press, no social media, just quiet giving.
Why?
Raj says living modestly helps him do more of what really matters. His frugality gives him power, not just to save, but to help. And he doesn't see giving as sacrifice. He says it feels like a return on investment, only in people, not stocks. His modest lifestyle is a form of downsizing to save money, but instead of pocketing the difference, he reinvests it in people. This is the psychology of intrinsic reward, doing something meaningful for the joy it brings. Raj doesn't need to show off his wealth. His joy comes from knowing he's making a difference. This is a powerful example of modern wealth habits, where budgeting success isn't about having more, but doing more with what you have. Here's how science explains the real reward of saving. Number 3. Train your brain to crave saving over spending. Our brain plays a key role in how we spend and save. Recent neuroscience finance research, using fMRI scans, explains the hidden wiring behind frugal behaviors. When you make a purchase, parts of your brain, especially the nucleus accumbens and ventral striatum, light up, driven by dopamine, the feel-good, reward chemical. That burst of pleasure can encourage spending. But saving money can also trigger dopamine, especially when tied to a goal. A 2025 Ahead app study found that people who visually track their savings get a real rush, linked to stronger activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain's control center. Other fMRI studies confirm a tug-of-war in the brain. Impulsive areas push for immediate pleasure, while the prefrontal cortex helps delay gratification. Frugal millionaires learn to redirect that dopamine from shopping to saving, investing, or giving. This is frugal millionaire psychology in action. They train their brains to prefer control, long-term reward, and purposeful goals over impulse. That mental shift plays a huge role in building lasting wealth. But what does this look like in real life? Let's meet someone who lives this minimalist mindset every single day by choice. Carla runs a $1 million Shopify business from her laptop. But instead of a big office or a luxury condo, she lives out of a carry-on suitcase. She's been traveling full-time for 3 years, staying in short-term rentals across Portugal, Japan, and Argentina. Her clothes, gear, and work tools all fit in one bag.
Why?
Carla says freedom is her luxury. By living small, she avoids clutter, both physical and mental. She doesn't buy furniture, designer clothes, or expensive tech she doesn't need. Instead, she invests in experiences, food tours, local workshops, and global index funds. Carla follows a life of financial minimalism. For her, fewer things mean fewer decisions, more focus, and deeper joy. She calls it light living, free from stress, debt, and pressure to impress. Her story reflects a growing trend of minimalist lifestyle millionaires, people choosing clarity and freedom over showy wealth. Let's break down a few practical habits that anyone can try today. Number 4, tiny habits equals huge financial wins. You don't need millions to start thinking like a frugal millionaire. Here are some simple, powerful wealth habits you can try today. Track your savings visually. Use a money app or a simple chart to watch your savings grow. This taps into your brain's reward system and helps you stay motivated, just like in the UC Berkeley study. Set purpose-based goals. Want better health? More freedom? To help others?
Let your goals guide how you spend.
It makes saving feel meaningful. Build low-cost rituals. Cook your meals like Sarah. Ride a bike like Tom. These small habits create joy and savings at the same time. Budget by values, not fear. Don't just cut costs. Choose what matters most to you and spend there. These frugal finance tips aren't about restriction. They're about designing a life that feels good and grows your future. You can make simple choices that bring big results. Frugality isn't just a personal choice, it's becoming a global movement. In Brazil, India, and Canada, a new wave of frugal millionaire influencers is rising. These wealthy creators post videos about wearing old clothes, buying used furniture, and avoiding luxury brands. But they're not doing it to save money. They're doing it to live better, lighter, and with less stress. This shift is deeply shaped by culture. Across borders, the theme is the same: mindful consumption. People are realizing that more stuff doesn't mean more joy. These changing global wealth habits show us that frugality isn't about what you give up, it's about what you gain: peace, purpose, and freedom. Frugality isn't about being cheap, it's about purpose, identity, and impact. Frugal millionaire habits aren't just saving money, they're rewriting what it means to build a rich life quietly. What values drive your spending? Take one simple step today. Track your expenses for 1 week. Not just how much, but why. If this video helped reframe how you think about wealth, give it a like and share it with someone chasing freedom, not just fortune. And don't forget to subscribe for more real millionaire habits that actually work. This small habit can shift your mindset of savings and help you build your own frugal millionaire habits.